Alrighty. Phenomenal chest workout yesterday. Chest is like incredibly sore. So that was good. We're gonna hit back right now. It's a rainy day here in Southern California, but I wanted to get here earlier because sometimes coming at later at night, it gets like last night. It was freaking crowded. I was surprised that I was able to get a cable and a bench and be able to use the pec deck machine all in that workout. This place was a madhouse. I mean, compared to what it normally is, anyway. But I think I think today I'm kind of I've been doing a little bit of a superset kick and a drop set kick. Uh, I'm going to start double handed. I'm just going to hit some really good squeezing reps on the row. We throw the stack around. I am then going to turn the camera around and I'm going to do machine pull downs. Now, the reason I want to do machine pull downs, two reasons. Number one, it's right next to this, so it's convenient. Number two, last week, doing the wide grip pull downs, it did irritate the bicep a little bit. I feel comfortable doing it again. I guess it's not that bad, and it's perfectly fine now. But eh, the uh, the machine pull down doesn't bother my bicep at all. So what the hell, right? Let's just do some supersets here, and let's get one out of the way. See how that feels, and maybe we'll duplicate the process. And if I don't feel it, by the second set, maybe we'll jump into something else. Oh. Not too heavy on here, but not too light. Yeah, that felt good. Definitely good enough for another set, but I'm going to go a little lighter on this because if I was starting right here, oh my God, I'm out of breath. I could go heavier. But since I'm really taking away a lot of my energy on the row and then moving over here, I'm a little bit weaker. So I think let's drop it by 2 plates. I think it's an even 100. And some of the things are missing. Concentrate on coming down and really squeezing. Man, I am completely out of freaking breath from that set. I'll be honest with you though, like 100% back activation. I one, well, 2 sets, but superset. I already have a back pump. I cannot ask for any more. So let's do it again, right? It feels good. Keep doing it. Oh, shit. Whew. Oh, holy moly. Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh. I'm thinking at least one more. Should be good. I'll tell you, these feel absolutely amazing today. The whole workout's going 2 sets in. Well, I mean 4, but I guess technically it's 4 because 1, 2, 3, 4. But it's also kind of 2 sets. But feels amazing. It's just I'll dive into some more here. I don't want to break my tripod. I did go slightly lower over here. Yeah. All right. You know, I am not gonna lie. I almost was tempted to just go over and hit some cable pullovers. Freaking call it a back workout because I got a crazy pump. I mean, I this was a great idea. Let's put it that way. I don't think I'm going to do a superset here. I think I'm just going to end here. Not end the back work. I think I'm going to still do some pullovers. I'm just going to do a single arm. I like single arm. Just going to do 1 set because I can really come back and just really squeeze each side a little bit better than I can single arm. So let's just do it. Enough yapping. Ah, shoot. What happened to my music? Oh, there it is. Ooh. Whew. There's no doubt in my mind that right now I could uh, I could call the race for back, and that was 4 sets, but 3 of them were. I mean, technically, it was 7 sets, but unbelievable. I'm gonna end here. I've been doing a lot of these lately for pullovers. I haven't really done these ones on a single arm in a while, so just flip flop back and forth. It might be 5 each side, it might be 7, it might be 10. I don't know. We'll see. Little Iggy Pop blasting in my ear. It's not on my playlist, but it's recommended, I guess. A little heavier. Yeah. 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 Oh, all right. I guess you can see me all right, right? Let's talk about that workout. Now, the workout was about 6.5 hours ago, but I have to run out to the store. I had my microphone and everything in the car, so I was like, you know what? Just record the video right here, right? What the hell? But it was actually a very simple, and very effective because I really feel the back. Like I can really feel that I just hit it in an incredible way today. So I think that back workout was a total of about 25 minutes. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Very simple. I mean, we did 3 supersets of the double arm row, seated row, superset with the machine lat pull downs. Did 3 sets of that. My back was on fire after that. I haven't really done supersets that much for back in a long time. So I think doing that like really kind of stirred things up in the back muscles. They were like, "Yo, what's going on here?" Which is a good thing. And then we did 1 set of single arm, and then we just went over and did some cable pullovers. That was it. And the pump was magnificent. It was everything I could ask for in a pump, right? And I took a nap a little while ago, and then when I woke up, I was like, like I could definitely feel it. And believe it or not, I actually feel it in the biceps a little bit too. Because I mean, when you train your back, I mean, obviously you're hitting a lot of biceps, right? It's impossible. Like if you were, I've made this analogy in other videos, like it, theoretically, like just a hypothetical, if you were to remove your biceps from your arm, right? Like if you could like take them off temporarily, you would never be able to do any back exercise. Like it would be like virtually impossible. Like you need your biceps to be able to do the pulling motion back. So, um, but a phenomenal workout, really, really great workout. Uh, what else is there? I'm at about, I'm just under 3,000 calories. I got another 1,000 calories to go. It's 6 o'clock. So I have a half a pound of ground beef. And I also have um, the Trader Joe's potato salad, which is really good. And I found a little hack. I don't know that I could do this on a cut, but when you're eating 4,000 calories, it's uh, it's doable. But I heat up the ground beef, right? Just plain ground beef, and then I dump it over top of a bowl of the Trader Joe's potato salad. And the potato salad's cold. I just take it right out of the fridge. So then you got the hot ground beef, and then I take the Trader Joe's organic turkey gravy, or they usually have beef gravy, but I only have the turkey gravy at home. And you just hit it with turkey gravy and just kind of turn it into a not a soup, but maybe like a kind of sort of stew in a sense with the potatoes in there. I've done it several times in the past. It's really good, and it's right around 800 calories. So and it's about 50 grams of protein. Not bad. And then probably before I go to bed, I'll just probably just have my traditional like 5 or 6 eggs. Just heat them up in the pan and just down it. I like to eat protein before I go to bed because I want to make sure that while I'm sleeping and growing, uh, that my body has more than enough protein. Like I would rather it have more protein than it needs than not enough protein, if that makes sense. I think the protein that you eat before you go to bed, and it doesn't have to be like 10 minutes before you go to bed, right? But like within that hour and that 90-minute range before you hit the sack, um, I think it's really good to not so much carbs, but the protein, a good amount of protein. Because like I said, I would rather have more protein in me for my body to build with than not enough. So I'd rather have a surplus than a deficit, right? Because trying to grow. Um, and it's that's I was like thinking earlier, I'm like, or actually the other day I was driving in a car and I'm like, what? I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, if I could only pick one meal, I was only allowed to have one meal a day, right? Like, what would it be? Would it be the pre-workout meal? Would it be the post-workout meal? Or would it be like the meal before bed? And like honestly, but then I started thinking, I'm like, well, I can't do away with the post-workout meal, but I can't do away with the pre-workout meal. I need the fuel. I definitely can't do without the meal before bed. And then not to mention the other meals in between where you're constantly feeding your body. Just reminded me how important all of the meals are every day, right? When you're trying to like body build, right? When you're trying to build the muscle, every meal is, in my opinion, okay. Now, some people may disagree. In my opinion, all 5 meals, it's generally 5 meals. Every meal is just as important as the other, you know? Um, that's just my take on it. I mean, you have to have a pre-workout meal. You can work out on an empty stomach. I don't recommend it. I've done it. They usually turn out to be shitty workouts, right? Because my body's not fueled. It's in a fasted state, right? So, you know, not to discredit anybody that does work out. I know people, that are going for more of like just an aesthetic look and just trying to be in shape that do work out on an empty stomach. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but from a muscle building context, it's good to eat before you hit a heavy lift. And all the meals are like super important. It's super important to get those calories in, to get the protein in, to get the carbs in, to get the fats in, uh, the vitamins and nutrients that are in all those meals. All that shit is really, really important. So, you know, it's uh, it's just like bodybuilding, and whether you're competing or not. Like, I really maybe, maybe I will jump on a stage and do a show in the future, uh, if I feel that I look good enough, right? Or I can get in that good a shape because it's hard. It's hard to get in that type of shape and jump on a stage. It's no walk in the park. I mean, I've done it before a long time ago. Um, there's there's a lot involved with that. I don't know if I'd have the patience to really deal with that, but maybe. I mean, I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is, bodybuilding in itself is it's a way of life, right? And you don't have to be like this, like what was like Rich Piana, like walking around. Actually, Rich Piana is a great example. He, stopped competing later in life. I'm pretty sure. I don't think he was competing at all, like in the later years. But he pretended he was. He acted as if he were going to jump on stage. Like he would do the cuts and the bulks, and he trained like a bodybuilder. He slept like a bodybuilder. He ate like a bodybuilder. He drank water like a bodybuilder. I mean, he did all the stuff, but you don't have to walk around like C-bum to be considered a bodybuilder. I mean, you can if you start going to the gym, you know, and once you like hit that consistency uh habit where like you are on that set regimen, you can be 150 pounds with no muscle whatsoever. And if you decide once you decide you want to be a bodybuilder, you're like, okay, I am going to put on muscular tissue and grow my muscles. Like you're a bodybuilder. That that once you get in that mindset, you are technically a bodybuilder. So, I'm just having fun with the whole process of it. Whether I jump on a stage or not, it's really it's not my end goal. Let's put it that way, right? I don't know what the end goal is. I don't think there really is an end goal. It's just I just love doing this so much that I make videos and just post them. You know, I don't get a ton of views, but honestly, I really just kind of post it for me more than anything. But the fact that some people do look at it, that's that's cool as shit. I think I have like 135 followers. I never thought three people were going to follow me, except my dad. I started making these videos because I was talking to my dad every day about like what I did at the gym, and he's telling me what he does at the gym. We live 3,000 miles apart. I'm trying to give him ideas and stuff, and I'm trying to explain different exercises to him. And it's kind of hard to do over the phone. So I was like, you know what? Start recording my videos, and to track my progress, but also to kind of help my pops out a little bit. And but I just have fun. Now it's like I think one time recently, I don't remember when, I went to the gym. I forgot I was traveling. I didn't have my bag. I didn't have my microphone or my headphones or anything, but I still worked out. And it was kind of weird because I wasn't talking to a camera, right? Like I'm so used to like, setting up the tripod and like explaining what I'm doing that if I don't do that now, it feels kind of awkward. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, but it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to be able to just talk and explain what I'm doing because I actually go back. I go back and look at some of my videos and when you watch yourself performing an exercise by yourself with no trainer, no one guiding you or trying to correct you. It's just you and a camera on you. You can spot the mistakes that you make. Like I have caught myself, you know, doing so many different things. Like, I mean, just all kinds of different mistakes where I'm like, oh man, my form is horrible on that, so then I can make a mental note of it. So when I go into the gym, I'm like, okay, I noticed I am doing this when I should be doing this, so you can actually correct yourself. I think videotaping yourself is actually, even if you don't want to like put it on social media, I highly recommend just like have someone or get a tripod or a magnet and just record yourself if you want to get better. Just record your workouts for like a week or two, or maybe just like a couple workouts here and there, and throw it up on the computer and look at it, because you're going to notice, like, even if you think you have really perfect form, you're going to spot mistakes. You're going to be like, oh, wait a minute. Um, one of the things, like when I'm doing any kind of like benching, whether it's on the incline or the hammer strength, one of the things that I still do this, I my head comes up off the pad, but you're really technically supposed to keep your head back against the pad, you know, or like with up overhead presses, it's best to keep your head back and like almost resting on that pad in the back. I remember one time I was doing overhead presses and I kept moving my head forward like this, and I wasn't going behind the head. It was in front. But every time I would come up, my head would bob forward, and I wound up pulling something in my neck man, it hurts. So I had to rack the weights immediately and stop working out. It hurt. Like my whole head started hurting. So like there's a reason why people tell you keep your head flush against the pad on a lot of exercises. So anyway, that's my tip for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the workout. I got to go run to the store and grab a few things. But if you haven't been to the gym yet, get your ass to the gym, man. Time's a ticking. Don't wait around. Don't give in to instant gratification, like I said yesterday. Go for that delayed gratification. You'll thank yourself later. You'll thank your future self will thank you later. Have a great night, everybody.